sorts of real nibba hours here lately. Oh, the life of an essential box factory worker. So we're going to watch a little video. We're going to watch a little video here. Because somebody made a video about me. Why would anyone do such a thing? Who the fuck am I? But nonetheless, somebody made a video about me. And that somebody is a man known as Tom Bombadil. Now, who's Tom Bombadil, you might ask? Well, Tom Bombadil is, well, I'm not exactly sure what Tom Bombadil is. I sort of go back and forth. Part of the time, I think he's just a troll. A concerned troll, usually, but just a troll. And I kind of feel like at times like he's on so many levels of trolling that he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what the act is anymore. He just doesn't. Am I a little loud? I've been a little loud lately. The mic's... let's see if I... all right. I'll try and keep my voice down. You know, it is late. It is late. It is 2:44 here in the AM right now. Anyways, Tom Bombadil is either a troll, or quite possibly a crazy person. I'm honestly not sure. Which, if he's a troll, that's the best kind of troll. I mean, in all fairness. But he has routinely, over the last, good God, it's been a couple of years now, inserted himself into the drama between Arini and myself, and he's decided to do so yet again. And that's what we're going to take a look at. And so, let's go ahead and screen share. And there he is, in all his glory. Arini versus Beklov, conflicting visions. And by the way, the reason we're taking a look at this, again, I don't know if Tom's trolling. I don't know what he's doing. And I really don't know what the fuck he's doing. Maybe he's serious, but, you know, he's been all over the map. I don't know. And I don't really care. I caught this video. Somebody sent it to me. And sat and watched it because it's like 3 minutes. Why not? And in spite of the source, I think there's something interesting to talk about here. So.
Okay, I want to talk about Arini Beklov. Here's one point that I really haven't seen emphasized throughout this whole Arini Beklov.
By the way, folks, this is from April 23rd was when he put this video up. Just for context, I guess, because it's middle of May now. But I just became aware of it like yesterday, I think.
Thing. And also, I'll throw in Matt Forney. It's conflicting visions. Without vision, my people perish. The Book of Joel. And how can two...
It's not the Book of Joel, but in all fairness, he corrects himself down in the description. So I'm not throwing that in his face. Just
walk together lest they be in agreement. So Arini had a vision that was different from Beklov. What was Beklov's vision? Beklov's vision was he wanted some kind of a show that was like blood sports, kind of like Ralph Retort, kind of like old school, the Tonka Saw, the blood sports, Andy Worski. This is what Beklov wanted, a talk, kind of a talk, internet talk radio, entertainment show. Arini...
Okay, just to address that real quick. Well, first of all, Tom, don't film yourself vertically. You look like a den noob posting the world star hip hop. All right. But as for my vision, I never really wanted to do blood sports. Arini accused me of that a lot. Oh, you just want to be a blood sports guy. I never really wanted to be a blood sports guy, even when that was hot. I liked it. I liked what those guys were doing. I thought it was entertaining as fuck. You know, I listened to a lot of the Kill Stream a couple years ago. Literally 2 years ago now, I guess, was when it was hot. The Kill Stream I listened to a ton. Tonka Fuck it. What was Tonka's show called? With Tonka and Failure. Kumite. I listened to the Kumite a lot. I didn't really catch a lot of it live. You know, I worked different, shift work and all. But, the clips I caught, and there was some great moments. Like, I was actually still on the old unemployment after a layoff a couple years ago when, good Lord, like 3 years ago now, when the whole Jonathan Ross shit went down with Medicare. And I got to watch that unfold basically in real time, and that was amazing. I really did like the blood sport stuff, but that wasn't really what I wanted to do. Just cause, I don't know, man, those guys got a lot of heat on them, and just, unless you're at the top of it and making buku bucks, I just don't see that being worth it. Seemed like more hassle than it's worth. What I did want to do at one point was I kind of wanted to do like Christian debates, the different factions of Christianity, your Orthodox, your Catholics, your Protestants, what have you. I thought that would be interesting to do, and no one was covering it. That didn't go anywhere for the simple fact that I can't get conservative Protestants on my show. Even when I was very aggressive about getting a lot of guests, even when I did the show regularly, I just can't. Pastor Tom, that's it. And it would have just become the Pastor Tom dunks on somebody hour, and I didn't necessarily want to do that. So it fell through. The only one I did do was Pastor Tom versus Arini, and that's a large thing of what broke Arini's mind. But say all that to say this. What my vision was, and, did I succeed? I don't know. I've never been all that happy with even the best stuff I put on. My vision was to entertain people. At the height of me doing this, I wish I could do nightly what I did election night back in 2016. Get large groups of people together, have an amazing show. But that just wasn't the case. Ultimately, though, my vision has always been that I wanted to entertain people. I want to put on a show. First of all, I want shekels. All right, I want you all to send me shekels. But I want you to send me shekels because you want to, because I'm entertaining. Because I've made your day a little bit better. That's what my vision was. Now let's contrast that with what Davis's vision was. What Tom says it is, and what my theory on it will be here.
Explicitly did not want that. In fact, Arini would say no to internet bum fights. He called them internet bum fights. Right? This is what blood sports would be to Arini, is internet bum fights. Arini wanted more of a red pill men's health community, which exists. Other people have done it. Another thing is both Beckloff and Arini failed. There's nothing wrong with that, but they both didn't accomplish, and hopefully they will in the future. I like both of them, but yeah. So Arini wanted this like kind of.
Did I fail? Did I not? I gotta tell you, throughout 2019, I was fucking having a blast. Throughout 2018, I was fucking having a blast. We were making some ducats. We were having some fun. And that's ultimately all I want to do here. Make some ducats, have some fun. But I freely admit that the history of my internet presence is littered with half-started projects.
Men's community. I guess he was, and with the free folk thing, yeah, he was opening it up. I see that as more of Arini's flavor. Arini was taking a more of a religious stance on it.
By joining a pagan cult?
Whereas, like, the red pill what's uniting force in the red pill is like, oh, we all want to have sex. So, all the red pill people kind of unite men around the desire for sex. And difficulty comes when women want to join that group. All right, now, Arini was trying to do something kind of, I guess, like, he called it Arthurian, so he was going to unite paganism, like European folk religion, with Christianity, which, kind of actually has been done before in the King Arthur mythos. But yeah, it didn't work out. Whatever.
I mean, in all fairness, Catholicism basically is paganism with a thin coat of Christian paint over it.
And that obviously happens with religion. But so the third person's Matt Forney, who has successfully gone and started Terror House Publishing, and it seems like it's doing very well. And congratulations to Matt Forney. Good for him. More power to him. So yeah, see, this is really just an issue of conflicting visions, and yeah, of course it's interpersonal stuff, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, right? Like there was this issue that there were conflicting visions, and maybe we just consider that point if you actually have an intention and a heart for kind of working through this, or if you just want to make Arini clip videos and you want to stream snipe him, that's pretty funny too. And I think if Arini grows enough, he can learn to roll with the punches and to use it to his favor. I tried to tell him that originally, like, hey man, like, people are laughing at you, but do some internet judo, just like roll with the punches and incorporate it into your persona. And I still think he can do that. That's why I think it's hilarious too. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. All right, thank you.
All right. Well, see, the thing is, he can't do that. I mean, he should. That would do him a world of good, but he can't do that because ego. He can't do that because of the ego. He can't take a joke. He can't take criticism. He can't take any of it. As for the conflicting visions, again, this is why I found this interesting. He's kind of right. I remember before Davis and I even had a fallout, I decided to not bite my tongue so much with the Catholic shit. So, I'd pop on streams with him and I'd kind of, butt heads with him a little bit. Now, I didn't think he took it personally. I thought more highly of him at the time and believed he understood that, men can disagree, men can break balls even. And that's not a sign of hatred. And more to the point, I thought Davis understood it was a show. That, there needs to be some conflict. There needs to be some disagreements. We're here for the audience. And therein lies the ultimate difference in our visions, as it were. I believe that to the extent I do this, and I don't even do that, I mean, I'm probably going to get back to doing it regularly. Not this month because of just my schedule, but when I did do this regularly, when I would have considered it, pardon me, a second job, I guess, or a side gig, whatever you want to call it, I was here for the audience. And to the extent I'm here, that's still true. Here for the audience. Davis's vision was that the audience was there for him. There's your conflicting vision. I remember arguing the point about blood sports with Davis before when he was like, this is all stupid, it's internet bum fights. I'm like, he's like, where's the value in it? Okay. And I said, it's entertaining, Davis. That alone is the value. People work hard. Now, maybe I have this perspective and he doesn't because I actually am a working man. I actually am a man who spent his adult life working for a living. So maybe that's why I have this perspective. Because I am working class. And I understand working class. And I understand that for the same reason Stern was popular back in the day. Opie and Anthony was popular back in the day. Is the same reason that for their heyday, stuff like the Kumite was popular. Because motherfuckers work hard for a living out there. And while they're at work, maybe they get a chance to listen to something, or maybe in the car or something. They want a little something to unwind with. And that's valuable in and of itself. And to be able to do that is a calling. It's a privilege. He didn't see it that way. What Davis wants, what I want when I'm behind this mic, is to put on a show. What Davis wants when he's behind the mic is to form a cult of personality. And I don't want that about me. I mean, we have the jokes with the Bulbasaurs and the mirthful Bulbasaurs and the Beckloff outposts, and you know, we have our jokes and we run our brand, and that's fine. But no, I don't want you to. Don't fucking look up to me. For the love of God, don't fucking look up for me. All right. I'm fucked up. Y'all don't know the half of it. Don't cult of personality me, for the love of God. But that's the conflicting vision. Even back in the day when I'd hop onto Dave, you know, before we had a falling out, I'd hop on to Davis's stream and I'd give him a bunch of shit about the Catholicism and butt heads with him, and challenge him. Like I said, I thought he understood that it's a show. I thought he understood that. I don't think he does. And his audience is gone now. Real quick, couple people in the chat. I didn't expect anybody in the chat, to be honest with you. It's 3 in the morning on the East Coast, for fuck's sake. And I didn't announce this or anything. Randall Gray, that's what makes people like you commendable. Again, it's not like that's fine. I don't want you to suck my dick, though. It's just, you know, I want people to send me money when I do this. You understand? That's part of the motivation. Okay, that's why I had a Patreon, which I'll probably set up if I get back to this regularly again. It's why there's the Streamlabs thing down there. It's why there was the PayPal links and the Amazon wish list and all that other shit. I want people to send me money. But if I want them to do that, I want them to do that because they felt it was worth it. You know, I want, for the same reason, you know, if you were in a big city and you were at the subway and there was somebody playing guitar and he had his little guitar case out, you know, and if the guitar music sounded nice on your fucking commute to work, you might throw some fucking change in the guitar case. You know, I wouldn't want you to do it out of pity. I wouldn't want you to do it because you feel you're supposed to. And I certainly don't want to give the impression that I feel I'm owed it. But if you think, hey, that guy makes me laugh, you throw me a buck or two. That's the way I see it. Simon Vell says it's 9 a.m. in Europe. Well, see, I only know what it's like here in fucking America, the only country that matters. Radio shows break down and blow up when their ego takes a seat at the microphone instead of their on-air persona. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a persona, as it were. I mean, guess I crank the dial up to 11 when I'm at the mic, because, you got to put on a show. But I don't really know how to pretend to be something else. And it's not even that I'm completely open with everybody. I'm completely open and raw at this mic, but I'm me. That's all I know how to do. But yeah, that's the conflicting visions. And there was the conflicting personalities too. Argent said this once, and of course Davis didn't want to hear it, but I found it very interesting take. Argent said to both of us, I feel like you blowing up at each other was inevitable because you have such strong and different personalities. I found that very interesting, and it's something I actually reflected on, because you got to think to yourself, how much you got to do a little self-reflection around that. How much am I a slave to my temperaments, to my biases, that sort of thing. Davis, of course, didn't want to hear it. Oh, he didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear anything that wasn't people kissing his ass, as he never wants to do. But I found it very interesting, and there was that conflicting personality, and I think this is true with the trads in general. They are attracted to their faith, for example, for the very things that once repelled me. They love all the structure and the discipline and let's not mince words, the legalism. That's why they're there. Well, I should wrap this up. I just wanted to do a quick little thing. I think I'll do something this weekend, probably. I have been working like a motherfucker. We are extremely short-staffed at the box factory, at least until June. But it looks like I only work 6 hours on Saturday instead of 8, so I only have 56-hour week this week instead of 58. Oh man. What will I do with all that extra time? Well, sadly not go to a restaurant or anything like that. But I might stream. A little bit. Maybe Saturday night. Probably Sunday night. I'll be bored and feel like streaming. So tune into those if you're so inclined. And that's about all I got for right now. Thanks for listening, folks. Beck Law out.